Hello friends, welcome back, and if you're new to our channel, thank you for stopping by. I have a 10 row pattern to share with you. Stitches have to be taken in the multiple of 18 plus 2, so I have taken 18 into 1 is 18 plus 2, 20 stitches, and have worked 2 rows of knit. Starting off with the first row, the edge stitch is slipped off, yarn forward, the repeat pattern starts. We are going to purl the 2 stitches together all across. This is how we are going to do. We are going to take the 2 stitches and purl them together. This is how we have to do it. Take 2 stitches and purl them together. Take the 2 stitches and purl them together. So this is a 10 row knitting pattern, an easy one and a beautiful one. Stitches have to be taken in the multiple of 18 plus 2, and for this sample I have taken 18 into 1, 18 plus 2, 20 stitches. Finally, 1 stitch left, yarn backwards, it's going to be a knit. That's the edge stitch. Let us move on to the second row of the pattern. The edge stitch is slipped off, yarn backwards. Repeat pattern starts from here. It's going to be a knit and then a yarn over. Again a knit, a yarn over, a knit, a yarn over, a knit and yarn over. This is all we are going to do. A knit, yarn over, a knit, yarn over, a knit, a yarn over, a knit. Now please watch carefully. Here we are going to bring the yarn in the front and do the yarn over purl wise, not knit wise, because the last stitch is a purl. The edge stitch is going to be a purl. So the second row ends here. Now let us move on to the third row of the pattern. The edge stitch is slipped off. After that we are going to knit all across, but there is going to be a lot of yarn overs. See, that is also a yarn over, so we have to work knit. Don't just leave it. Very carefully we are going to work knit, including into all the yarn overs. If you are a fresher, you might think that it's not a stitch and you may just leave off. That will spoil your pattern. So we are going to work knit into each and every stitch, including the yarn over. So this is the third row of the pattern, which is extremely easy. We just have to knit all across, and the last stitch or the edge stitch is also going to be a knit. So the third row ends here. Now let us move on to the fourth row of the pattern. The edge stitch is slipped off. After that we are going to purl all across. This is the fourth row of the pattern, which is extremely easy. We just have to purl all across till the very last stitch of this particular row. So our fourth row ends here. This is how it looks. Now let us move on to the fifth row of the pattern. Please be careful, the edge stitch is slipped off. From here starts the repeat pattern. A knit and a yarn over. This we are going to do 3 times. A knit, a yarn over. This is the second time. A knit, a yarn over. That's done. So 3 times we have already done. Now from here the pattern is changing. We are going to, after doing the final yarn over, we are going to work the 2 stitches together 6 times. That's the first. This is the second time we are doing. This is the third. This is the fourth, fifth, and the sixth. So 6 times we have worked the 2 stitches together. Now we are going to work a knit, a yarn over 3 times. A knit, a yarn over. That's the second time. A knit, a yarn over. That's the third. And finally the edge stitch is going to be a knit. So the fifth row ends here. Moving on to the sixth row of the pattern, the edge stitch is slipped off, or we can work the starting stitch as well. That will make things easier. After that we are going to purl all across. This is the 6th row of the pattern. The edge stitch, you can slip it off or you can work a purl. I think it will be better if you work a purl because we have a yarn over out there. So this is the 6th row of the pattern, which is just to purl all across. I would like to repeat, this is a 10 row knitting pattern. Stitches have to be taken in the multiple of 18 plus 2, and it's a beautiful lacy pattern, perfect for sweaters, cardigans, for summers. See, that's a yarn over. Please work a purl, and the edge stitch is also going to be a purl. So the 6th row ends here. Moving on to the 7th row of the pattern. See, this is how it looks right now. 7th row is again easy. The edge stitch is slipped off. After that we are going to knit all across. This is the 7th row of the pattern. The pattern actually is quite easy, and you can straight away start off with the pattern if you are working in your project. It will give a nice lacy effect. So here the 7th row is being worked, which is just to knit all across. The edge stitch is also going to be a knit. So the 7th row ends here. Now let us move on to the 8th row of the pattern. The edge stitch is slipped off. After that we are going to purl all across. This is the 8th row of the pattern, which is just to purl all across. And for the 8th row we are going to purl till the very last stitch of this particular row. So the 8th row ends here. Now let us move on to the 9th row of the pattern, which is again a repetition of the 5th row. Right now this is how our pattern looks. Starting off with the 9th row, the edge stitch is slipped off. From here starts a repeat pattern: a knit, a yarn over 3 times, a knit, a yarn over, that's the second, a knit, a yarn over, that's the third. Now we are going to work the 2 stitches together from the front side 6 times. That's the first, this is the second time, third, fourth, fifth, and that's the 6th. Now let's work a knit and a yarn over 3 times. That's the first, a knit, a yarn over, that's the second, a knit, yarn over, that's the third, and finally the edge stitch is going to be a knit. So the 9th row ends here. Now let us move on to the final row, or the 10th row. The edge stitch is slipped off, or we can start straight away with the purl because we have a yarn over there, and then we are going to purl all across. This is the 10th row of the pattern, which is just to purl all across. So let us continue with the 10th row of the pattern, which is just to purl all across. While working the 10th row, you can start off with a slipping 1 stitch, or you can straight away start off with purl. That will make things much easier because we have a yarn over there. So here my 10th row, which is just to purl all across, comes to an end. So after completing the 10 rows of the pattern, this is how our beautiful pattern looks. Actually, I've just worked 1 set of pattern. If you work another 10 set, it is just going to come above this pattern, and it's going to give a nice wavy finish or wavy pattern. It's a beautiful one, perfect for sweaters, cardigans, especially for girls, ladies, little children. And this is how it looks. I have shown the pattern in very easy steps. Thank you for staying till the end. If you all have liked the video, do give a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family members. If you are new to our channel, do consider subscribing and stay tuned for interesting videos. So till we meet again, it's bye bye for today. Bye.